Actually, I have a reminder that'll it's a basic alarm that'll show up on my home screen when I'm not doing nothing. So good example with Izzy. Shout out to Izzy A'skew. We got the clean versions for his tracks that needs to be released. So I got to go ahead and get the clean versions done. And I have a reminder for that. So on my Google tasks, I have things that deals with what I need to take out of the next session I'm working on. So with I Can't Even, I know I was working with the 808 and kick, trying to blend it and then turn the snare down. So different things like that really do help me in the sense of getting things done in the session. And then also with the calendar, planning out the week, because I do know for March there's 2 things I know I'm going to be involved in, going to be a part of. So Cymatics have their event that's going to be at the basement down East Atlanta Village on March 18th, and I'm actually excited for it. Already bought my tickets for it. The Artist Discovery Tour by Cymatics, I'm going to be there. And then also at the High Museum, Louis Vuitton's creative director Virgil is going to be there. I don't have the date, but if you look up the High Museum, you can get information on it. I know the ticket's going to start selling February 22nd, so that's a big thing. Just having a lot of things organized on the calendar makes it beneficial to get things done. And the biggest thing I would say, be self-driven. Work on your self-confidence, work on mentally getting things done, and making sure that your goals are tangible, meaning that it's possible that you see it. With me, I have my morning routines that I told you, I have my coffee, no distractions around me, making sure I have reminders, tasks, calendar, staying focused on what I need to get done. Stay focused, and you will accomplish your goals. So this is Ray from Rebel Ears, and from everybody from Rebel Ears, I want to tell y'all thank you for listening and keep tuning in. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Welcome, everybody. This is Ray of RebelEars.com. Another episode of the podcast. Want to thank everybody who's listening today. So this is basically what's been going on throughout the week when it comes to Rebel Ears. So Izzy came through. We had a Fly Hippie session. We worked on the mixing for I Can't Even, which will be out. A lot of things that's been taking effect. So a lot of things that we're trying to do for this year is to stay on point with what we got going on. A few people ask me exactly what I do daily to stay focused, what I do throughout the week. With me, of course, once a week, depending on if you're working with just yourself, if it's just, your own company, or if you're working with a group of people, it's good to have, a meeting at least once or twice a week consistently. Because what happens, a few weeks go by, and you don't really know what's going on within the team, and it causes issues because not everybody's on the same page. No one really knows what's going on within. It's really helpful on the aspect of getting people on the same page, especially, if you set time to the side. If you can get in touch with people, let them know, okay, I want to have a meeting Wednesday at 3:00. Everybody's on the same page and it works out. So you just got to think what's going to really work out for you and the team. And then I have daily goals. Right before I go to sleep, I try to write, at least 10, 20 goals or ideas. Honestly, that's my minimum. The max can be how much you want to write, but the next day I try to focus on at least 3 to 5 because you should have the mindset of trying to finish as much as you can. Set a standard that you can finish. So, like I said, 3 to 5. After I do 3 to 5 of my goals or ideas, I'm good. But I still focus, try to get to 10 to 20. But a lot of people have the mindset of, I wrote 20, I got to do 20. And depending on what you write down, it's possible. But if you don't accomplish 20 each day, then you're going to hinder yourself from getting things accomplished that you focus on. And then it can actually set you back because now you feel discouraged because you can't finish all that you started on. So daily goals is a big thing. Make sure that you have a minimum that you set to actually write and also to complete. And when it comes to my week, what I'm doing, I mapped out the whole week to stay consistent. So let's say, okay, good example with the podcast, we'll start on Tuesday. So Tuesday, I release the podcast. Wednesday, I think of different ideas when it comes to the podcast, what I would like to implement. And I can even use social media just to get other people's opinion, or the next time I talk to a friend or, a coworker that deals with the aspect of my profession. Thursday, I brainstorm. Think of like what I can map out and what do I have that I'm going to bring out. Friday, I mostly record or write down, especially setting it out to make sure I have something tangible to work on. Saturday, I edit it, make sure I can sit down, have enough time to do what I need to do to make sure that it's clean in case I may mess up on a part. I might have to crossfade. I might have to edit a video, making sure it's in sync with the audio. Sunday, I go through it, making sure everything is on point. I listen to it a couple of times, listen to my podcast on different speakers, look at the audio on my phone, laptop, tablet. And then Monday, I get ready to release it. I put a scheduling on it. And this is my weekly routine. Everybody should have their own daily and weekly routine to make sure they can accomplish their goals. And then when it comes to distractions, you should limit what's around you. So with me, I'm inside my studio right now. I got the screen on, but I'm looking right at Pro Tools, a couple of tips and topics I'm looking up for this podcast. My phone is set to the side. Don't really have no distractions in front of me. I have a cup of coffee. Make sure not to have Hulu, Netflix, or Disney Plus distracting me while I'm trying to stay focused on what needs to be done. And then normally what I try to do my podcast, my videos on Instagram, YouTube, working on the website. I try to do it early in the morning. So right now it is 4:23 a.m. So just think, a lot of people are sleeping and I'm working on the podcast because I really want to take the time out of what I can accomplish. By the time I wake up around, let's say 10, 11 o'clock, I'm already ahead of the curve because I'm already doing what needs to be done while people are either asleep or they might be on the same page. Usually I try to make sure I have a routine on going to the gym too, but today I wanted to make it focus on getting things done for the week. That's another thing. Make sure you have a routine when it comes to your health. Exercise, eat right, drink a lot of water, drink half of your weight in ounces, and, just move forward with what you're trying to do. And a big thing when it comes to your daily planning and weekly planning, I would schedule it, have a reminder on your phone, use Google Task or the calendar. That's what I use. I use all three